Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. Dr. Nuesse from EasyDotPhysicals.com back again with another video. Before I get into the subject of this video, we've got a lot of great content coming up in the very near future. A lot of updates about the legalization of THC, some real world examples on how long it takes to detox from marijuana. A lot of great stuff coming up, so please stay subscribed here. Make sure the bell notification is turned on so when I upload a new video about an announcement, you get a notification. All right, so today we are talking specifically about the cutoff levels that labs use and why they use certain cutoff levels to detect specifically THC marijuana. So the first thing that we need to do if we're talking about cutoff levels is we need to define what the cutoff levels for THC marijuana are. And what this means is that what level you can be before you test positive. So drug tests are either positive or they're negative. So if you go right up to the line of the cutoff level, but not over it, you will still test negative. Now typically, and with government, federal testing, you will see a 50 nanogram per milliliter cutoff. That is the initial cutoff. If you test under 50 nanograms per milliliter, you will be negative. If you test 49, 49.5, anything under 50, you will be negative. Anything 50, 50.5, 51, anything over 50, you will test positive. Now that is for the initial test. And then there is a confirmatory test that is 15, so even more sensitive, 15 nanograms per milliliter. But that test is only performed if you test positive on the initial test. So if you are under 50 nanograms per milliliter on the initial test, you will not then need to take the confirmatory test, which has a cutoff level of 15 nanograms per milliliter. So just to be crystal clear, we are talking about urinalysis testing, the most common way to test for THC marijuana. This could be changing very soon. And we're talking about the most common cutoff level, what the government uses, what most businesses will use, 50 nanograms per milliliter, although businesses and other private entities are free to test at lower levels or higher levels if they so choose to. All right, so now that we've defined the cutoff level, let's talk about why it is typically set at 50 nanograms per milliliter. And really it comes down to three reasons. And reason number one is that the THC marijuana, a drug test that you would take for pre-employment, let's say, is intended to detect users that are active users, and not people that have used sometime way in the past. So they're giving you a 50 nanograms per milliliter cutoff because what it's not intended to do is to detect any trace amount. And again, we've done a number of videos on this. We're all well aware that THC marijuana can be stored by body fat and then held onto for an extended period of time. And then when that body fat is broken down, it can be released into the bloodstream and then metabolized and show up in the urine. So the intent of these tests is not to detect any trace amount from some use a long time ago. What it's intended to do is detect people that are active users or just recently used in the past. Now again, we all know, and I've done videos on this as well, that that's not always the case, but that is the intent. That is why there is a higher threshold, because we don't want to detect any trace amount from a use a long time ago. We want to detect for active users. And that brings me to a very important point. If you are concerned about testing positive on an upcoming drug test, there's two things that you can do. Number one is home test using a test that has the same cutoff level, 50 nanograms per milliliter. I will leave my preferred home drug test, one that does have the exact same cutoff level and is just as accurate as a lab test, in the description box below. And also you can visit ExploroAcademy.com. That is our online course that gives people all of the information about how to be best prepared to pass a THC drug test. So all that information will be in the description box below. All right, and the number 2 reason why the cutoff level is typically set at 50 nanograms per milliliter is that the test is not intended to detect people that have had secondhand exposure. So I think it's quite obvious just by the way that THC marijuana is typically used, smoking, that it is possible for someone to ingest THC marijuana without ever actually using the drug. So if you are simply near somebody that is using THC marijuana in the same room with them, you will get a little bit of exposure. You will ingest a little bit of that THC marijuana. But what the research has shown, and again, I've done a full video on this as well, is that that's typically not enough to tip someone over that 50 nanograms per milliliter cutoff. They will have a little THC in their system, but they will still be able to test negative because the cutoff level is high enough not to detect secondhand exposure. And finally, the 3rd reason why the cutoff level is set at 50 nanograms per milliliter is that it is not supposed to detect for CBD products, and CBD products are legal and they can contain up to 0.3% THC. So if you ingest a CBD product with a little bit of THC in it, you will have THC metabolites in your urine, but hopefully, supposedly, not enough to tip you over that 50 nanograms per milliliter cutoff. Now, again, the science is a little vague on this. And again, I've done a full video on CBD products and will they cause you to test positive on a drug test. What it really comes down to is how much you use. So obviously, the more CBD you use with a little bit of THC in it, the more likely you are to build up that concentration to where you can tip over that 50 nanograms per milliliter cutoff. But I would say in general, if you're using CBD kind of how it's supposed to be used, you can be pretty confident that you will not go over that 50 nanograms per milliliter cutoff. The one caveat to this is that it's very important that you know how much THC is in the product that you are using because they are not regulated very well. Again, plenty of research on this subject, and it's possible that it has a lot more THC in the product than you even know. So you might be ingesting more THC than you even realize. Again, home testing, cheap, easy. You can do it in the comfort of your own home, obviously. Home testing is the best way to know what's going on with your system. So please home test, especially if you've got an upcoming drug test. All right, and that's it for today, all about the cutoff levels for THC marijuana on drug tests. A lot of great content coming up in 2024. Until next time, everybody stay safe.